Today we are harvesting potatoes. It is mid-September. These got planted out in March. These are Makah Ozette Fingerlings. And we grew these last year and used our own seed potatoes to grow them this year. And we started with 1 pound of seed potatoes, and then we had 5 or 6 pounds, something like that, and we planted those out, and they didn't all fit in our potato bed over here, so some of them had to go into bags. So these are just 5-gallon grow bags, and we don't hold out any great hope for any, huge potatoes or anything. But there's some potatoes in there. I mean, they're hanging right there off of the thing. And the great thing about these Makah Ozettes is I used to grow like Yukon Gold and stuff, but they were so short season, and that's not really what I wanted. These are a very long season potato, and we like them. It suits us just well to plant out in March, April, and harvest in September. We're okay with that. Getting quite the pile, a little pile there from just a 5-gallon bag. And if this is not, video is kind of off, you'll have to forgive me. I went into, my husband called the ambulance late Sunday night last week for me, and I went into the ER with AFib. They got that in a normal rhythm, only to discover my blood sugar was like alarmingly high, like almost 500, and I had no idea that I had diabetes. So I'm like type 2 diabetes newest victim. And it's pretty incredible the havoc it can wreak on your body. So like in a week's time, my eyes have just gone shot. So I'm doing the best that I can. Wow, there's some decent looking potatoes in there. So basically what we do is you planted out how many in each bag? 5 potatoes in each bag. And then mulched it with straw. And just let them go. Keep them watered, let them go. That's what we did. Or he did. So from 2 5-pound grow bags, looks like pretty decent start of a little potato salad. Ooh, that sun's kind of intense. Not supposed to be that warm today. There's some decent looking ones there. The one thing I love about harvesting potatoes is it's kind of like a treasure type of deal. Like you're on a treasure hunt. Because you don't know what you're going to get. You just don't. And we do not feed our potatoes or anything. What are you going to put those in? I would just go get a flat and put them in. That's what I would do. So that, huh?
Fall through a flat.
We don't have a solid one. What about a pot? Oh, he's gonna get boxed. Okay. So not a bad harvest from 2 little 5-gallon pots. I'll bring you back when there's more. Oh, this is a 7-gallon bag. Or no, this is a 10-gallon. Oh, this one's got the red potatoes in it. Let's see, red potatoes. These are red Norlands. So he's just going to drop them all in the box, and then we'll take a look after that. Oh, how big is that? Let me see. Not bad. Decent. Pretty decent. I'd have liked a little more production, but we got a few decent sized ones. I would just do another one over on the other part. Oh, yeah, maybe not. Ooh, look at this potato. This is a Makah Ozette. That is what we are looking for. Ones that look like that. It's another really decent one. Wow. Look at those. He'll hold those up before he drops them in the box. He's not putting them in a pile. Wow, those are nice. He's not putting them in a pile and then putting them in the box. And I get it, because wow. And these potatoes, they just, how would you describe their taste, Bob? Earthy, nutty. They're just delicious. Wow, that really produced some awesome looking potatoes. So we grew these ones in a 10-gallon bag. And you put 5 potatoes in there. So 5 seed potatoes that we saved and overwintered. And we put them in here and grew all these. So from 1 pound that I bought, we grew 5 or 6 pounds. And I'm hoping we get a lot. Wow, look at these potatoes. These are an indigenous people's vegetable, I guess. And they are from an area here in Washington. And how they came about is Spaniards built a fort up by the Nia Bay area around Ozette Lake. And this is, I'm from Forks, so that whole, the Olympic Peninsula, that's all very familiar to me. Anyhow, they couldn't hack the winter. Why, I don't know. I mean, it's not like it gets really cold here. It doesn't. But they couldn't hack it, and they left. And they left their vegetable gardens. So the Makah Nation took over tending the gardens and stuff. And in the interim, this became one of their food sources. And so it wasn't until 200 and some years later that they even shared this variety outside of the Makah Nation. And that is why it is called a Makah Ozette Fingerling potato, because Spanish fort was built around the Lake Ozette area. It was, I believe, one of the Makah villages at that time. And, yeah, and of course the Makah Nation took over the guardianship of this. And this was in the what do they call it, Taste of Bark, as an endangered food, which the Taste of Bark works a little differently than, say, like an endangered animal. They don't want you to hunt the endangered animal and stuff. They want you to grow and eat these endangered foods. And I'd been trying for close to 10 years, if not 10 years, to get a hold of some seed potatoes of this so that I could grow it. And I finally did 2 years ago, and then saved the seeds. And so this is something that I will never buy seed potatoes for again. I didn't save the seeds, I saved the seed potatoes. I will never buy seed potatoes for this again, because I will just simply save them for next year to grow. We will always grow this variety because it's near and dear to me, because no, I'm not native, I am not indigenous. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with this variety comes close to home for me. My hometown is Forks. This is like right within like a very close range there. So I will always grow Makah Ozette Fingerling potatoes, and these are delicious. They have a nutty flavor when they're roasted, and they taste earthy, but not like dirt. Right, Bob? What? Ant farm? Oh, wow. I say pull those potatoes, take that tarp, and go dump them down there over the bank. We're going to pull what we can. This one was taken over by ants. And we've been dealing with these ants inside too. A lot of ants up here. Ants and snakes. Granted, we have no venomous snakes here in Western Washington, but I'm not into those garter snakes either. Chickens will eat them, though. I seen them do it. Yeah, we do not want to save that soil or anything. It's got to go. So, yeah, he's going to go dump that down the bank. We don't want these things near the house. That's what I was thinking, is down that way. Because if they come back up through... Hey, you know what? You know what? Oh, we can't do it. Never mind. I was going to say, give it to the chickens. They'd eat them. Yeah, but no, to the ants. They got to go. I thought I saw a little pumpkin hanging off the side. But being diabetic now, I guess I really have to watch how much pumpkin and stuff like that I eat. So I have a follow-up appointment tomorrow. Is it? And I'll know more about what my diet can be. So when I got released from the hospital on Wednesday, because I was in there from they admitted me early Monday morning to Wednesday. I was spent... Well, how many hours was I in ICU? Like 18? I was in there longer than 18 hours? Okay, so like almost a day in ICU. And then I was on the cardiac floor because, like I said, I went in an AFib. and only to find out that I'm type 2 diabetes' newest victim. And so I've been eating more eggs than I care to think about. And I'm tired. Ooh, I'm tired all the time. But it's crazy how you can get something like that and you show absolutely, you don't see the signs. There were signs, but I didn't know what they were because this is not anything that run in my family, so I didn't think anything of it. So first off, I had an unexpected weight loss of over 20 pounds, and I mean, it just came off. And then I was thirsty. I mean, I couldn't drink enough water. And my leg, I was telling Bob, I was like, my leg feels really weak. And he remembers me saying that quite a bit. And like in the last week, I've lost muscle mass. My eyes are tired. But I mean, in all fairness, I had been staring at the computer screen. So today, I went with Bob just to get out of the house, do a grocery pickup and all that, just to get offline, do something different. Now I'm yawning, but I did have my blood sugar down to 100 today, and I'm going to pat myself on the back for that because I've been doing this through eating very lean protein, a lot of veggies, and really watching my carbs. So I'm hoping that they say I can add potatoes back in very small portions, because that'll just make my day, because then I'll just have a little portion of these roasted. And they are so good. They just need a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper. They're good. There are some Norland Reds in there, and I have some. I got a white variety too, but I don't remember what it's called. German butterball. Did you plant those German butterballs? But he only bought, I think, 5 seed potatoes of the red Norlands and the German butterballs. I don't know if he even planted the German butterballs. We wanted to focus mainly on the Makah Ozette Fingerlings. But this is like real life as it happens, it's not always... Everything doesn't always look pretty. Seriously, look at my boysenberries and marionberries. They look tattered. I've got broccoli over here that's going to seed that we're just letting go because the birds like it. Weeds galore. Jerusalem artichokes out there. I've got an Asian pear. I got another pear tree up here that is for somebody else that we got a hold of. It's real life stuff. I got here at the greenhouse. I don't know if I can even show you, but there is a squash vine that's coming from that raised bed all the way up the side. Wow, that's quite the little cluster in there. Yeah, harvesting potatoes like a treasure hunt. I'm gonna put this on pause and I will bring it back when he delves into our potato bin back here. And now we're getting into the potato bed. Do you have a rake or anything? Do you have a rake or anything? A rake. A rake. Yeah, even those green plants can come out, Bob. They cannot stay in there indefinitely. And then hopefully, based on what we get out of here, I'm hoping to have little 8-ounce bags of starter seed potatoes for these Makah Ozette Fingerlings for sale at my plant sale in the spring. We are hoping, huh, Bob? We're hoping. And considering how much I had to pay for the pound, I'm just gonna put it out there. They're not gonna be dirt cheap. They're not cheap. Ah, that looks kind of vicious. I don't get over here because we have each year. Let's see, we've harvested how many years of potatoes out of there? This is the third year. And there's been a snake in there every single year. Under the straw. Whoa! There's one. Hang on. Holy crud. That is huge. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Bob found some. And then what he does with the leftover straw is he puts it down on the beds. So these will grow up in the straw, and these are the first potatoes that we've ever grown that will do that. Huh? Did you say there's a lot of them? Nice. We may have to like up the places we grow our potatoes in. I saw some in that straw. Yeah, I did. Maybe I saw leaves. Okay, so now it's still just the treasure hunt of him going through this potato box. Let me get up here so I can see what's going on. And he's found a whole bunch right there. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can see them right there on the ground. You can see them right there. That's just incredible. So I'm going to sit and enjoy the show here, but this will be boring, and this video is almost a half an hour long already. So I will bring you back after he is done. Holy moly, let's see that. Bring that over this way. Wow. That's pretty incredible. And I know we planted probably 4 pounds in there or so. He put 4 rows in there, so we're gonna have a lot of potatoes. So I'll bring you back when it's done and show you how many potatoes we got in total. There is a cluster of them. So this is what we wound up with, is this box. How much do you think that weighs? Plus we found some bonuses of varieties, like those those. We planted those last year and they grew, and same with the whites. I believe those are a Yukon Gold type. So all in all, heft that up and tell me, how much do you think that weighs?
25 pounds.
25 pounds out of 6 pounds of seed potatoes. Can you pull up some of those bigger fingerlings? Like, some of these are just incredible. absolutely incredible. And I'm hoping my doctor says I can add some potatoes back in, because you know what? These are delicious roasted. Bob, what?
Yep.
We put them in with the pot roast is how we first tasted them, and it was life changing. I'm not gonna lie, but these are Makah Ozette Fingerling potatoes. This is Kelpie Kapers Farm. We started with 1 pound the year before last. We planted 5, possibly 6 pounds this year, and now we're up to 25 pounds of potatoes. Oh, you planted less than 5 pounds? Okay, well, less than 5 pounds. And it produced that many potatoes. Kelpie Kapers Farm out.